unnerving. When crypto is swerving, your portfolio is veering down a deep black hole. But if you watch Road Dogg and you listen closely, he will help you gain control. Well, if you think this channel is groovy and you'd like to show your support, well, there are a few things that you can do. Find that like button, give it just a playful little smack, and subscribe and join the channel. And
let's hit the like button now. Let's hit the like button now.
It's just down and to your left.
And you're down with your right.
Look over to the side.
Where you can join and subscribe. It's Crypto IRA. The really drives you out. Let's hit the like button now. Let's hit the like button now.
Ooh, baby, a Kindle umbrella. Ooh, baby, a stacking fella. Woo! I'm a hood survivor, raised where the hustle bites. Crypto's my cover, shielding through the fights. Mean coins hit fast, scams in their grin. Buy my trash, they gasp, tore my dream. Lost my last buck, landlord kicked my gate. Lights out in luck, scam sealed my fate. News lit 'em up, cuffs on grifter kings. Flipped a sap to shine, bull runs my wings. Yeah. When the charts crash low and the scammers glow, ooh, you've got my back, my crypto Bella. Yeah, yeah. When the bears run wild and the pumps subside, ooh, I'm your shade, my crypto Bella. Brella, 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 ay, ay, ay. Crypto Bella, ay, ay, ay.
This song needs a little bit of cowbell.
Crypto Bella, ay, ay, ay. Scam boss, smirk, girl, your stack's my game. Pumped his junk, then jerked, left me in shame. FOMO's cruel hook, snagged my last thin thread. Gas fee shook, drained my bed. But I held tight, flipped a dip to glow. Sets hit my sight, turned the scam to woe. Oh, market's my pulse, coins my shield of fate. Bull runs my force, scammers meet their gate. Yeah, when the charts crash,
Nothing like a little cowbell to get you started off, your day started off right, or your evening.
My crypto Bella. Yeah, yeah. When the bears run wild and the pumps subside, ooh, I'm your shade, my crypto Bella. Brella, 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 ay, ay, ay. Crypto Bella, ay, ay, ay. Brella, 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 ay, ay, ay. Crypto Bella, ay, ay, ay. Oh, I sank with my crew, felt their scams cruel rain. Ooh, yeah, yeah, ooh, yeah. Now I lift every soul, bull runs my refrain. Yeah, yeah. Crypto's my spark, my shield and my flame. Bull runs my kin, calling my name. Ride through the storm, glow through the frame. Crypto Brella's my play. When the charts crash low and the scammers glow, ooh, you've got my back, my crypto Bella. Yeah, yeah. When the bears run wild and the pumps subside, ooh, I'm your shade, my crypto Bella. Brella, 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 ay, ay, ay. Crypto Bella, ay, ay, ay. Brella, 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 ay, ay, ay. Crypto Bella, ay, ay, ay. Ooh, yeah, crypto Brella's mine. Ooh, yeah, rising through the grind. Woo! Crypto Brella, eh, eh, eh. Hey, crypto, nah, nah. Digital gold in my hands, nah, nah, nah. met a miner down in Silicon Bay. He says Satoshi's go still leads the way. I tossed my dollars, jumped into the trade. Now every hash is how I get paid. The charts were red, but I held tight. Dreaming of Lambos in the moonlit night. From zero to hero, while it's my throne. Decentralized life, I'm never all alone. Crypto, ooh, na-na. Half my funds are locked in blockchain, na-na. I took a chance on Bitcoin, now I'm stacked, na-na. Can't stop this wallet, no, ooh, na-na. Crypto, ooh, na-na. Traded fiat for some ether, na-na. Holding tight through dips, I'm never flat, na-na. This ledger's mine, oh yes, ooh, na-na. NFTs flashing, I'm buying the art. Gas fees are
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the turkey. Please put your thumbs on the like button, comment and subscribe below. Now welcome Mr. Turkey Face. As soon as this goofball and the Bitcoin hat, lacking some front teeth, decides to push the button, and we'll get on with the show.
Oh, you talking to me? Oh, right. I got you. Hold on, I got you. It's, where is that thing? Right here? Is that it?
Today would be good, Sean. Just saying.
There you go, trying to be Batman again.
Just hit the button, Sean. Just hit the button.
Here it is.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I should say thank you. Thank you very much.
Hi! Welcome to the show. Late Night Crypto with Road Dog. Wherever you are, happy to have you here. Morning, noon, or night. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Here we're on the 4-hour Bitcoin chart and still looking at these bearish crosses. They're going on these bigger moving averages. Now, I find that a little concerning. On the smaller moving averages, we got good things, right? But these bigger guys that we've added to our little strategy here a while back, they kind of give us some real more higher time frame alpha, so to speak. You know, got some bearish things going on there. Already experienced this one a little bit, you know, when the 360 crossed the 666 devil line. That's this girl right there. She's right there in the middle of it. Always right there, that little devil girl, just trying to bust our little bubbles every chance she gets. She's nasty. Nasty. Anyway. So now sometimes when those cross, we can come up a little bit. We can. I just don't see us getting very much further past that. That's at 94, almost 95,000. That would be cool to come up to that area. It'd be really much cooler just to go a little bit above it. That might be some kind of sign. We're so far, we're making higher highs and higher lows. And like I said, the smaller time frames, which, you know, some of them are kind of big in some people's circles here, and they used to be with mine too. They're looking good. They're trying to do good. We're above the 200 moving average here in the 4-hour. That's good. Got the 50 moving average come up on it. If it crosses, that's called a golden cross. It's opposite of the death cross, but also in bigger time frames. Is that the one you're talking about? Really, I'm not going to consider that one. A lot of people are looking at the possibility of this 50 moving average coming in and doing a cross over the 200. I don't know. I mean, also, but you know, she was on a kamikaze dive trajectory here, but look, she's veering off just a little bit. That's a positive sign. This momentum that's coming up is kind of making her veer. Now she can do a 180 here, or she can go sideways and just track right along that 100. When it's starting to do this, I'm not so much seeing a cross. I mean, it can still happen, but we're showing some hopium signs that maybe it won't happen. Here on the daily, the nice Ichimoku cloud, we're getting close to it, and we could get stuck in that. We might, you know, it's looking like we might actually get a breakout of this trend line. Maybe if we're lucky. But will it happen tomorrow? Would it happen over the weekend? I mean, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? Will we have to wait another 4 days? So tired of waiting, man. These markets have just been horribly just boring. I mean, maybe you're trying to do a few little scalp trades here and there, and you risking $1,000 or $2,000 maybe to make $50 to $100. I mean, it's not worth it to me. And especially as much time as you got to spend there just watching paint dry. But if we, move our moving average or move our line down here to touch the candle bodies, where we get the bulk of the energy that touches there, we do have a confirmation candle from that of a possible breakout. But we it's always good practice on something like this. Just to respect the wicks too. Because they're lining up, the angles on them are, oh man, they're spot on as being resistance. And it would suck to spend 4 more days below this trend line. Are they going to run us up to the top of the trend line here on the weekend Friday, which is not very much to come up, and leave us there? They like to put the price action in the market makers I'm talking about, like to put us in curious situations when we close on a Friday. And maybe that has a lot to do with the Bitcoin futures over here, which, as we noted a few streams ago, it's different. This is a different chart. I mean, it's a different chart, but the way it's calculated, because they don't trade the weekends on the Bitcoin futures charts, that there's days missing, we end up with something called gaps over the weekends. You hear people talking about that. Now on the stock market, that might happen in after hours trading or something like that, or maybe a big strong move and it just one night to the next day or something, I don't know, and they skip over and they make these little gaps, and there's a whole gap trading system or strategy to trade the gaps, or to do that. And it kind of applies over in crypto too. And well, we filled that gap. That's cool. That one's filled, but we might make another one here on the weekend, up, down, I don't know, whatever. We just now filled this one here. It's kind of a weird thing, but it is a thing, and it's basically just people missing out on getting their orders filled, and somehow they have enough pull to make it happen, however that works. But what I was trying to point out over here is that our moving averages are different. Let's go back to a regular chart here. Oh, one that you can see, fewer lines. One that you can see that has fewer scribbles and scrabbles on it. This is a good one. So you see how we dipped below the 200 moving average, and we fought tooth and nail just to come back and get it. Well, here on the futures, it was just a test of the 200 moving average. I mean, that's actually kind of bullish to me. Now, it's a bearish cross here, the 50 over 100, but that 50 is nowhere close to crossing over this 200 like we've seen over on the regular chart. I think it might be a good idea just to track this guy, and this is what the big money's tracking this one a lot too right here. I mean, this is actual futures, not perpetual futures. This is like the real futures, expiring contracts and all that good stuff that we were starting to mention last night, which I did put that answer. Let me clarify that. It was a question last night that I really couldn't straightforward answer as much, just from because I don't have experience with the regular futures trading. Where your contracts, they expire after a certain amount, but getting a quick answer with Grok, and I put that answer always over here in the student chart here on our Telegram community here, and it breaks it down, the differences and some advice there. Grok is pretty cool. If you're ever stuck, man, Grok is pretty awesome. Grok.com, or use them on your Twitter app if you have the X app. But that kind of spells it out. And then I went a little bit deeper to talk about how you actually execute it, like on Coinbase, to close that. But with perpetual futures, it's basically we're trading. It's almost like paper trading. You're just trading the price on perpetual futures, and you could have as many Bitcoin on there as you want to buy, whatever. Usually, well, maybe there's a limit, but there's a lot more Bitcoin out there on them futures exchanges. If you add it all up, there's a lot more than in existence. Impossible to trade. It's a gamble. It's a derivative. And let's just get our gamble on in most cases. So, but I find it interesting here on the regular futures chart for MB micro Bitcoin futures. Oh, give me just a moment, folks. That we are expecting that 200 moving average there. feel like I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me just a moment. Guess there's still some after effects from the little surgery thing going on here. Where Turkey Face? Where'd you go? There I am. Hey everybody. All right, so but this bearish cross over here just suggests, you know, we'll have trouble at this area at 93.6 wherever. If we're lucky to get over there, we spread this little guy out. And according to this, you know, we've already had a little breakout. I find that's kind of interesting that we have such different things here, and it's a little bit of it's a lackluster breakout. We got rising prices, falling volume, and that's not really what we want to see on a breakout. Now I do like the 9 crossing the 21, all that good stuff, heading toward this thick cloud. The futures chart looks more bullish to me than our regular chart does. I just find that very interesting than our regular spot charts and everything else over here. I would lean toward what the futures chart is saying though, and hope that we see it reflected here too. So can we go and again, it's the same thing that we talk about almost every night, and this is going to be a hellish area to get past here. 93,000 is going to be some strong resistance there. Upper 92s, 92.8, 93,000, right through here. And we really need to get above it. We really need. And now if we get back above there and hold it, that's a great sign. I like that. That'll take a lot of work and some jiggling around here, but if we can somehow get a candles and flip it, do a little bounce off of it, that would be a great sign. Even if we don't quite make the little higher high that I'm looking at just yet, I mean, that would be a sign that it could be coming. And then of course I'm looking for the next low after that to really start focusing in on getting my Bitcoin position in order. Right now I'm just, you know, I got my strategies just taking profits along the way, getting some dry powder. Even on my Bitcoin, it pains me to even get rid of any of my Bitcoin, but that's what we're doing here. So in hopes that we can build that bag a little bit bigger. But now, while this is going on, we see the Bitcoin dominance is shifting. If we can ever find it here, you should be up here somewhere, man. Bitcoin dominance, we flipped an area here, but if we take the wicks into account, then we're still within this channel idea. However you want to take it, from bodies to wicks, or just moving it down to reflect the angle of the wicks, which that works pretty gosh darn good too there. And doing that helps me to keep, do we still have our angle here? Yeah, so I'll keep that. So imagine, we'll stretch them out here. Imagine Bitcoin dominance going up, and what that means. That means the money is mainly voted into Bitcoin, and maybe even coming out of altcoins to go into Bitcoin, since it seems to be outperforming altcoins. We got a mixed bag today. Well, I guess now we're in the red with our new day here. Some things are doing pretty good. Crow's doing good, and there's a few coins over there I want to take a look at. But probably a good idea just to look at our indices real quick here. I found this one very interesting, and this is basically stable coins, Tether dominance, and USDC. Hoping we're getting a break of this trend line, but you know, maybe this trend line's got a little wiggle room too, and we're just bouncing off of it. See that? So not out of the woods. It can't be totally bearish just yet, but we got some bearish crossings going on. Maybe they'll stick. Some areas that should be some resistance. It points to me the bigger moving averages here on the daily suggest that we might be coming down here. But she's not in any hurry at the moment. Now, if she does that, that's money coming out of stable coins, 3 humps and then a dump, hopefully. And that would be good, because the more it's going up that way, it's not good for Bitcoin or altcoins, especially. Much of anything. Let me come over to the chat, say hello to everybody here. Well, I've got a lot of these old chats open. I think it's this one right here, right? Let me say hello to everybody here tonight. Oh, nice. I get to scroll up a lot. We got Strega. How's it going, Strega? Strega is our I think the master mod's what it's called, the chief mod here. Oh, my nose is itching. It's killing me. And you're saying, what nose? What nose? I don't see a nose. It's right here where my pecker's supposed to be, but it's not. I don't have a pecker. If you see one, let me know. But it's not anywhere. I've looked everywhere. Anyway, how's it going, everybody? Straight. Duality C, Floki's Angels. Man, I never get tired of that. Do the hand clappies work now? I'm having problem with my hand clappies. There they are. Yay! Try not to sneeze. Try not to sneeze. Duality C, Glittery Marshmallow. There's Joe for Trade Intuition first. Hey, so if you're not familiar, go check out Joe. He streams about 2 or 3 times a day, giving that good alpha. Good at what he does, my man. Good at what he does. And you need to check him out. He's growing channel. He's over 2,000 subscribers. Congratulations, Joe. Clappy hands, man. Sean, the clappy hands. My clappy hands are delayed. But go check him out. I go over there. I lurk a lot on his streams. I try to catch him when I can, because sometimes life happens and you can't catch everything. Let me also come over here. I want to give these guys a shout out. I got a King Huddle. And it may be King Hell in here. I don't know. I've seen that name. But a nice little comment over here. It says, nice intro. Hello from Freakbox, Detroit's #1 punk band. We've been watching for quite a while and always loving your charts as we trade and flip all of our extra leftover beer tickets and hope to buy more eyeliner and guitar strings. And I thought that was the coolest comment ever. Let's give these guys a shout out. Now, I don't know if you can hear this. But this is them, and I sent that comment, a copy of that to my wife. I said, look, check this out, and she's like, I love them, they're awesome. And so we got some fans over here. But we've got 125 subscribers over there. I think we can help that out. Could we? Go check them out. I don't know. Can we play some of this? I don't know if you guys can hear it. I don't know if I got this stream set up, but let me turn my music down. Or off, and let's see if you guys can hear this. I can't find the pause button. For some reason, I'm getting the feeling that you probably can't hear, but I saw these guys. I was like, yes, you're my people. And awesome. Give these guys a shout out. That was a song, I'm a Punk by Freakbox. So shout out to Freakbox and you guys. And they check out the stream here. Let's turn the music back on. No audio. Yeah, okay. So unfortunately, that's... Wait a minute. This might be it, though. Let's try that one more time. Let me know if this works. Percussion audio. Let's try this one more time. Let's get his verse in. Oh, I don't have the right one. Oh, snap. So I got to pick the right window too, and is it this one? Now I don't know. Nope, that's not you. So, okay, this is, I'm going to have a boomer moment trying to get this. Because it's not showing up. Okay. But anyway, you guys can go check them out if you like. Pretty interesting, I think. Steven says, still no, unfortunately. Yeah. One of these days we'll figure this out. All right, so we were going to take a quick look. I think here at total 3. This represents your altcoins, my altcoins, and man, are you going to do something? Are you going to, let's tighten up our trend lines. We're on the daily. Just watch the daily. And she's still holding the 200 moving averages, but we don't have a bullish cross yet. This could still be a rollover. Altcoins could be rolling over. I need to see a little sliver of green over there, and I might start feeling better, but still. Look here on the daily on Market Cipher, and it's giving us a bearish little signal there. And VWAP is starting to come down to past the zero line. Altcoins are not looking quite as healthy. Now, I was thinking that they might get looking for them to go up in maybe this last week, and crossing our fingers maybe the first week in April, but looks like the regular market's getting scared with the tariffs again, and we can see tariffs gotta make things go down sometimes when they start talking about them in the news. We are still above the 9 moving average and above a trend line, so we're still good until this trend line breaks or we lose that 9 moving average. I paid close attention to losing any of those, or that 200, that yellow line. That would be horrible. That would be instant bear city there, losing the 200 moving average, and we're trying to. So, got to be careful here, but technically, we're looking at a breakout. Not much volume there. That red dot kind of sucks. But we take this and apply our little trick, and we still technically got a breakout. It just ain't beautiful. Don't have a lot of strength behind her. So we got to watch it closely. Right now we're still good, but it could change at any moment, and that kind of sucks since we're heading to the weekend. And she's showing some signs of tiredness here. Could be some times she could roll over, or she can recover. MACD's not being very helpful, other than those lighter bars saying, I'm tired. I'm so tired. Like, this is not the place to poop out, MACD. We need to push on. So what we could hope for is that instead of just getting a red dot and dropping, that we get a red dot and we get a green dot and get a red dot. But just because money flows in the red here, that's and some of these other things, it just makes me think, ugh. Altcoins are going to be iffy, and I was hoping to find some good setups on some altcoins with this breakout, but they're just not there yet. So let's take a look. Haven had was looking at based fart coin on the 15-minute. Let's go take a look at that before I get too wrapped up in what we're going to be looking at here. And let's see, Dex, I want to take a look at that. This is I pulled this up earlier. Kronos, a lot of things are going on over there. If you look in the last 24 hours and everything, they got a lot of gainers going on over there. And I think Haven's been playing some of those too. There's a few that I'm going to take a look at having to do with DeFi. A lot of them that I see over here are mostly meme coins. Let's go over here and let's do a little search. We're looking for Bartcoin. And we want the one on base, and that would be it right here.
Staring at the screens alone, coins crash like breaking bones. Thought I'd strike it rich tonight. Fortunes flicker out of sight. Lost the keys to heaven's gate, crypto's twist of cruel fate. Empty balance echoes ghost, glimmer of hope I crave the most. But there's a bull run in the air. Lift my hopes up from despair. Dreams like smoke, they rise and twirl in this digital fleeting world. Once was strong, now just a shell. Crypto siren cast its spell. Numbers fall and then they climb. My heart follows out of time. Nightmares tangled, dawn appears. Hopes and losses all these years. Ride the wave or sink beneath. Which fate will my heart bequeath? Sunlight cracks through micro screens. Rays of bull runs in bright beams. From the ashes, flight takes wing. Digital dreams. My soul will sing. Staring at the screens alone, coins crash like breaking bones. Thought I'd strike it rich tonight. Fortunes flicker out of sight. Lost the keys to heaven's gate, crypto's twist of cruel fate. Empty balance echoes ghost, glimmer of hope I crave the most. But there's a bull run in the air. Lift my hopes up from despair. Dreams like smoke, they rise and twirl in this digital fleeting world. Once was strong, now just a shell. Crypto siren cast its spell. Numbers fall and then they climb. My heart follows out of time. Nightmares tangled, dawn appears. Hopes and losses all these years. Ride the wave or sink beneath. Which fate will my heart bequeath? macro screens, rays of bull runs in bright beams. From the ashes, flight takes wing, digital dreams. My soul will sing. Dreams of moon landing faded so fast. Clicked away, fortune's gone in a flash. Late night whispers, crypto fever grows. Left in the dust where my sadness flows. Digital gold slipping through cold hands. Charts falling down like shifting sands. Empty wallet feeling heavy as stone. Lost in the numbers, cold and alone. Someday this rain will bring the green. Bull runs coming, we've all seen. Hope in the grass, tracing the lines.
chase digital highs. We waste the blockchain ties, and yet I buy, and yet I buy in this alone. I cry. No cold wallet, no secure home. My coins get hacked away. My day goes straight. Yeah, I trade. Yeah, I trade.
The car crash knocked out my voice box. There I am. I saw that. How many times? How my bad. Boomer moment. Well, you haven't missed anything. I've been looking over these coins here and trying to find some setups, and I'm not seeing anything. Haven, I don't know if my voice was on when we looked at the coin that based. I think it was on. I've been looking at some Kronos coins, and they all kind of just no good entries or anything that I'm seeing here. Resistance. My bad. My apologies. Car crash took my voice. I don't know when I turned it off. Thank you guys for your patience. Lost on my man. I'm just sitting here rambling for the past. Well, you guys got my chat rate up. That's a good thing. Haven says I put my life savings into Crow. Crow is she can get up there. She can get up to she got up past $1 or at $1 last time. I was surprised by that. She did a lot better than I thought because there's a lot of I don't know whether tokenomics on Crow right now. So she was 8 cents and now she's about 11. Just lost a little bit. So I made 20% just by adding some to my bag when I did. That was cool. 8 cent Crow. I mean, that's the first time I ever bought it. It was 18 cents, and then it went to 4, and I was pissed as hell. Trying to get that card, which that card is awesome. It was worth it. And you just stake it, and then after it's staked, I think for 6 months, then you can cash out or whatever you want to do with it. The only thing I don't like about Crow is all the tokens, but they've had token burns, and so it's getting a little bit better. But circulating supply is 26 billion. That's a lot. Total supply is 97. Maximum supply is 100 billion. I think it used to be about 4 times that. Now, I'm not real certain, but that's just too. And even 100 million is too many. At some point, it gets saturated and it doesn't move like it should. And I don't know what the unlock schedules are. Usually they'll have that available, but I don't see it. Markets, analytics. But her all-time high was 96 cents last time. Now there's a lot more tokens in circulation now than there was then. So I don't know if she'll get it again, but then again, it's all about hype, and they can hype. They also play a few games over there, so you got to watch them a little bit. I like the exchange, I use it, but they will flip the script on whatever they offer you for the card. Come and get this at this reward rate or whatever, but about, halfway, 6 months into it, it's like something happens and they got to restructure, and then, you don't have the deal that you had, or not getting the rewards that you did. I've seen that happen too many times for it to be accident. It's either on purpose or they're just really bad managers of that aspect. But I like the token, and I've got some, and I did add to my bags because they'll make it go up. They'll make it go up. Ladies and gentlemen, I see nothing new, and we got voice, right? I see no new chat over there. Let me come back over to the chat real quick. Or did everybody leave? I think it looks like most people left. I got 13 people here now. Oh, great. Well, that happens. Sin says music is fire. There he is. I won. What was it? 2 minutes? 2 minutes early. I see that. Let's see what. I won 2 minutes early. Well, at least you guys can entertain yourselves when I'm sitting here doing my pantomime at night. Man, I wish I had some alpha that you guys missed, but there was nothing there on those charts, really. I looked at MMF, some finance, Crow ID, MMO, VVS, the exchange. It might have been promising, but either they were already up too much at resistance, or you know, there would be some plays that you would have to be convicted, and that's what I was saying about one of them at the bottom. You can play it and it can do good, but you know, you'd have to have conviction to hold it and audit. Joe says, remember, there's no KYC when smashing the likes. Aaron T says, I've been trying to find the minting schedule for the root network. There's only 12% supply in circulation. Usually sometimes they'll put that over on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. Where's CoinGecko? I got the news up. But sometimes it is hard to find. Okay, so now my tablet's not keeping up with the chat. What's up with that? You're supposed to help me stay up with my chat, man. There we go. And let's see, that coin was... Minting schedule on Root Network. Let's see if we can find that. The Root Network. It's at a little less than a penny. $13 million market cap. Lots of tokens. Lots of tokens. Maximum supply is 12 billion. Yay. And they don't have it either. I wonder if I can ask a question over here. What can this AI do on Tokenmetrics? Because I don't mess with them that much. What is the token? Let me ask him. Or what is the minting schedule? What is the minting schedule for Root Network? Let's see what this AI will tell us. Analyzing 5,000 tokens, crunching the numbers, formulating a response, and just waiting on you, baby. Whenever you let me come back to the chat while he's trying to figure out what the meaning of life is here. Oh, there we go. Root Network has a total supply of 12 billion root tokens with a detailed minting schedule. 15% is locked for future first for 100 weeks, then vested for another 100 weeks. 5% is locked for the DAO treasury and another 5% for advisors. Unlocked tokens includes 10% for block rewards, bootstrap, 5% for liquidity providers, 20% for community rewards, 20% for land mechanics, 10% for the eco development and fund, and 10% for Sinus burn to mine. The first unlock of 4.62 billion root tokens is set for August 6, 2024. I tell you what, we'll copy that and we'll just take it over here. And where can we put that? Now, but just throw it in the lounge. Just throw it in the lounge. So there's a copy. There we go. Avi Medina, thank you for the super chat. I see that. Let me clappy hands. Clappy hands. Clappy. Sean, have you been using the clapping hands for the various purposes? I'm gonna have to wash the clapping hands. Break out the disinfectant, please. All right, so thank you for the super chat, Peppy. Let's take a look at Peppy. Let me give that another little likey and all that good stuffy stuff. Thank you so much, Bobby, for that. Road Dog needs caffeine. I don't know his delivery device. I do need some caffeine. I got some. Oh, that was the last of it too. I'm starting to get tireder at night. I don't know. I've been feeling tired all day lately. But I don't feel like the night owl that I used to be as much. Been getting up earlier too, so I'm staying up most of the day. Let's go to Peppy. The PP client. Peppy. Oh no. Oh, what was this? Oh, that was over here. That dumped. That was totally dumped. Looking for a bottom pattern. That's a possible thing in the first stages of it. Sure didn't play out, did she? But this trend line sure did hold, didn't it? Yeah, trend lines. Love them trend lines. Trend lines are so awesome. I guess we drew it on the daily. I'm guessing something like that. And anyway, we got it. It held it. This is a bunch of riffraff. Let's just clear off all this crap. Look, she nailed this. She nailed this target that was hoping it would be support. What do we got? Oh, did we have some sales? Oh, this was on my paper trading, I guess. Here. Yes, baby. Let's go with it. Nice, beautiful. She's respecting the crap out of these Fibonacci's, and Peppy might be one of the most interesting setups I've seen, or plays I've seen tonight. Let's take the fibs off of the screen here. So from where we are to there, 25%, 100% if we can make it back up here and retest this area. 1668, 1675. That'll also, that's this area right over here. If you look to the left, you see that was our last point of support before we just dumped. Coming back up to retest that area, the fibs pointed out. And right there, right above this other little area, 618. Those will be some good targets. That'd be 100% and a little bit more. Moonbag territory. Take patience on Peppy. I don't see her just blasting up there, but when she gets going, she does get going pretty good. Or he, it, they, whatever. Ribbit. And if I go from bodies to bodies, we might be looking at a breakout. Don't have much volume behind it. Volume's trailing down as prices going up, and that's just something that sign of weakness. It may be a little bit manufactured or encouraged. And we're coming right under some areas that we're going to contend with. That little wick that we had there, it's also support resistance flip there. One other thing that we could do is just pull our fibs from here to there. And 618 is there we're fighting with. 786 would be that little target in there. I could see us maybe getting back up there, or maybe not, just rolling over where we are and coming back to around 734 in that area. Might happen over the next, we got this lackluster weekend, see what they do. What do you guys think that they're going to do? Do you think they're going to pump us over this weekend and try to entice us? Or do you think they're going to try to scare us and dump us on this weekend? total 3 just does not. She's still got a lot of work to do here, but we do have a 100 moving average coming up here, about another $60-70 billion. Lots of man, I'm not seeing a mega bullish. I don't see a mega bullish weekend. I'm seeing a scary weekend. Or a questionable weekend, and I'm not seeing a bullish week for next week. And also tomorrow we do have some more stuff coming out. We got what the job openings. There was something else coming. Was it PMI? There's something else coming out tomorrow. Oh, that was Saturday. That's April 1st. That's on April Fool's Day. This one, right? Yeah, this one is. Personal income month over month, personal spending month over month, core PCE. I think that's the one that the feds are kind of eyeballing here. See how that comes in. Forecasted to come in at 0.3. I don't know all this stuff, but they will be. Tomorrow will probably be a very volatile day. Market makers doing their little game flush outs and scares and all that, and I don't know. Whenever they speak about this stuff, the market just freaks or find something to do something that day, and then right or wrong the next day it's like, oh well, oopsies, we're okay now, or whatever it does. It's just crazy. Why doesn't the hammer and the nail work right? Which hammer and nail? What hammer and nail? I had a hammer and nail at one point. I guess I got rid of that. Oh well. If you have a spare $2,499 and you're wondering what to do with it, well, might I shill my OnlyFans footsie group, where you can get your Bitcoin charts delivered with my little fungus-infested toenails pointing right toward that Bitcoin price. Join my group today. All right. How to get that last little shield? I need to shield my Tangem wallets. If you need a Tangem wallet, get 10% off with the code DOG. You'll see the little airplane flying around there. I noticed that they're going up in their prices a little bit. Now the discount only gets you 2 card sets with the discount is $49. Wow. Oh, the emoji doesn't work. Oh. I will have to look into that. I need to kind of freshen up this whole scene and everything and get some stuff. Maybe I'll try to work on that this weekend. Well, guys, we've been going for a little over an hour. There's just not much going on in this freaking market. She is just boring AF, in my personal opinion. Good signs, bad signs, just a mixed. But the good things to remember is still higher highs, higher lows. Here on the 4 hour, even though we got some bearish signs going on possibly over here. There's some bullish signs on the smaller ones, smaller moving averages. You got the bullish cross, 50 over the golden cross, 50 over the 200. Technically a buy signal. I say buy the next pullback. Sometimes price dumps right after they do that, and it seems like it dumped right when it was getting from that. But, we're crossing we're maintaining above the 200 moving average, which is kind of downtrending. She's going to have to start curving out pretty soon. So whether we maintain this trend line, it is kind of doubtful. You see how we came down in V-shaped here, and we started really steep with this guy. And we just kept improving, I guess. We got an internal trend line here. This one might be a little bit more significant. This may bring us down a little bit. Is there some bearish divergence going on? Not really on this time frame. From here to there. I'm just looking for some signs that we might, come down and maybe even lose the 200 briefly or wick below it. This is not the most awesomest trend line. One little trick that we can do, though, is go here and we'll run with this little guy. And there we go. It's a secondary trend line, but gosh darn it, that may be all we have. And maybe it gives us hope that Ooh, these two wicks line up with that angle from the candle body. Maybe we got something there, maybe we don't. But we need to watch these areas here to see if we start losing it. Even the horizontal, if you go from this candle body here and draw, you know, I look a lot at diagonal and trend line support resistance, and some people just only, you know, more look at horizontals. Both work very, very good. It just depends on how you want to apply them. Horizontals are stronger points of support and resistance, so we need this area to hold, and it's a good sign. It's been holding for so far. What say ye on the smaller time frame? Will you hold or will you fold? 200 moving average is coming in there too. They're not talking. They ain't talking. I'm trying to get them to talk. They ain't talking. They shutting up on me. Why ain't you speaking? They say we might bounce, we might not. We ain't gonna tell you. I'm like, are you on a secret mission or something here? Is this related to the Signal app? Are you guys, you know? Oh, here we go. 1 minute starting to spill some beans here. They got something. They trying to retest this area. We lost at that little wick. We got to come down to the 1 minute to get all the juicy gossip over here. That's crazy. That shouldn't even be allowed in today's age. I'm ashamed to even. Ooh, 618 area on that one. Oh wow, I'm looking for some signs that we had might. Ooh, yes, baby, come on, jump back over to that line. Come on, can you do it now? No, you want to make me look stupid. All right then, Bitcoin or total. We're on total. How do we get on total? I thought I was on Bitcoin. Guys, clearly the turkey needs some sleep. We're going to take a look at good old Bitcoin here on the 6 minute. Watch. Oh, are you dumping on our butts? Was this something I was looking at? This might be what I was looking at this morning. We never came near to the 88,000. And now we're coming right back into our entry point on the trade. Full circle. Oh, well, that sucks to be me on this, doesn't it? Not the greatest trading today. Well, that's an understatement. Last 2 days have sucked for trading. Just in this rangy range. Did a little double bottom idea over here, but we're just accumulating. This is what happens when price goes sideways, and then all these little moving average come and they have their intertwining spaghetti orgy or whatever goes on with prices, whatever. I don't know. I think it's kind of disgusting, but it's at a make or break moment, and you just see it do this, and it moves up slowly with the time frames. See it starting out with the small time frame, 1 minute, 5 minute, or whatever. 5 minute did that. Now the 15 minutes or 6 minutes doing it. 15 minute. Just watch them kind of climb their way up there. Looking on the 1 hour, I'm just really curious if they're going to bump us up tomorrow and try to get us all bullish. I could see the possibility that happened on the 1 hour. Just a crazy Wind Moon. That's what I want with this song. Wind Moon. We're at resistance right here. Wind Moon. Can we get 91 at least? Can we do something? I'd like to see that happen tomorrow. That might give me some hope. Guys, the turkey's just going to cut it off tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I guess we'll hope and pray that something better will come tomorrow. Maybe that news that we have with the PCE and personal spending month over month, and they show that, hey man, the economy's starting to come. People are starting to have more money to spend on high expensive items and luxury items like eggs for breakfast. You know, maybe we get some more positive signs there and the market will do something. But tomorrow is Friday. I don't have any faith on any moves that they do on Friday. It's usually a fake out. It's not real. Market makers try to get us into a spot where we're like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. We're going to go bullish or bearish. And they're kind of testing us and I'm testing them. And I'm not seeing very many good trades to get in on altcoins or anything else. My best plays have been OM lately, Mantra Dow, but even it's kind of like a lot of them. This is just part of the cycle that we got to suffer through and do the best that we can. And there's not much more to say. It's boring. But it is higher highs and higher lows, and for that we can be thankful. And if it keeps doing that, then we finally take out some previous highs, and then we start confirming a trend to the upside. That's all we can do is sit and watch and see if we start getting that. Otherwise, we might be surprised with a retest of some of these lows. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Did I miss something? Let me go back and... Oh, snap. I guess we got... Wait a minute. What? We got super chats I didn't see. We're going back. It didn't reverse, Sean.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, so I missed some. I'm sorry. I've just been really distracted tonight. Let me give these like real estate machine at auction. What was resistance? Make sure I get all these. DOZs couldn't hear me. My bad. Yeah. But another boomer thing. Thank you guys for sending those though. I appreciate your support. And Avi Medina, Pepe. Now we did look at Pepe, so I caught that one, but I didn't catch the one from earlier. Hopefully you are still here. And let's go look at auction. Oh, snap. Oh, I'm on the market cap. That's still a big fall in market cap there. So we looked at this. I think I looked at it a few days ago. And what's it done? Has it done anything? Wait a minute, this is... She went up and I looked at it after, right? Wow, she went up to $68. Oh, okay, I remember what we were looking at. I remember trying to find something where she might stop, right? And was looking at these angles. And clearly this one didn't, it started to hold and held for a minute, but now she's lost it. Okay, so now we're back in this channel. All right, well, let's clear this idea now. Giving us our first green candle here on the 12-hour. 886 deep ass retracement. That one, that's the one that needs to hold right here. This one's the one that needs to hold. And where are you at? Oh, you're $17, 80 something cents. I don't know that I got any dry powder or if this one's on CoinEx. I would be interested in getting in here. Let me come to the daily. You see this? That looks bullish AF to me. That is not the kind to be feared that we're going to go bearish on. Man, it makes me kind of want to put this one on my radar. This, I gotta say, this is probably the most promising setup that I've seen, even though we're at bottom. And this is probably the most promising one I've seen tonight. That would give me some hope. This is, I mean, she did some damage up there, $68. Now she's on discount. All right, so daily looks like we might be bouncing off of an area. We'll come and check this out. Sorry I missed these super chats. I'd be a little bit more on point. That would actually give me, something to actually work through. Instead of me saying, what other coin can I go through on my list? Which I forgot to go over a ton. Okay, so I'm on the 2-hour now. That's interesting to me. Weird shape, but I would expect some green to start showing. Above the 9, look, we bounced off the 2-hour off the Lucy line and we can off the 800. We've also seen that kind of theme on just about every time frame. Daily, we're down at these areas. 100 moving average is what we're bouncing off of there. And the 886, though, actually, you're at $19? What happened? Did you just... I read it wrong, didn't I? I thought we were still at 17. She's already bouncing. She already made a higher high. Yes, I'm loud. Yes, I'm loud. Me likes it. She might be coming back. That would be cool. Come back to 18. So 18, 19. After you bounce off a 7. Yeah, I like this. I would play this. This is a falling channel. Breaks to the upside like they're supposed to. Or if you want to look, do your touches over here, a falling wedgie, breaks to the upside, and should be heading back toward 22. I need to make a note about this one. That might be a good time to nibble in on this little guy. So if we got a bottom, which we're hoping that we do, we're just gonna assume it for right now. Pull our fibs and see if we got any respect over here. Not much of anything but a big ass drop. Got some respect here, got some respect right here. Support resistance flips. Usually 236 usually nails that support resistance flip. It just usually does. That's an awesome one. So that's where everything's pointing toward about $29, about another $10. I like that. Turkey getting tired. From there, yeah, the next step up. Every little fib, but she may go up quicker than, she could regain some of this as quick as she came down. So kind of curious about that $48 area too, but 29 would be the first one I'd be looking for, and that's even on the smaller time frames. Don't know how, it may be a while before we get up there. Might get rejected here, have to come down, do some other kind of bottoming kind of things, but this is kind of nice that we'll get some. You should get some little mileage here on the short term. And I'd be looking for the 618 of this move, which is about 20.52. So we're getting close to an area of resistance here. Maybe up to 21.45. All right, guys, I think I've got all the super chats there. I like that. That's the best chart that I've seen tonight, in my personal opinion. It's actually got a breakout and looks promising. Let's see, we did that. So I think we're good now. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you tomorrow. Man, whatever you're handling in life, buddy, I hope that settles out for you too. And in crypto. I know this market just got me tired. I was looking at my whiteboard where I made my little notes about what I'd hope to do by a certain time, and I'm looking at the big number that I was expecting to pull out at this point in time, which I could have pulled it out in December, but I didn't. But then I'm looking and we're not anywhere near that right now. It's like, oh, it sucks. But eventually, I will start taking these profits a lot earlier and faster. Until that one day I'm thinking, oh man, you took all your profits too early. You should head on. And then we have to fight with that idea. Real safe, please. I just opened a trade at $18. That one actually was. Where is A? Are you perps or anything? Have I got you auction? Where are you at, auction? I'm looking on my phone as we speak. It's called Bounce, and you do have futures. You got spot margin too in CoinEX. I don't have anything to put in on you there. She's at $19. Okay. No cross margin. No, but isolated. I think on this one I could probably go 5x. I might give me a little play here. Neon bull run lighting up the sky. Rising through the dark and flying high. Yeah, crypto's global famous soul. Bull run shines, I found my gold. Nice. Holy crap, is she moving right now? Because I'm in green. Are you going right now? She looks like she's trying to move right now.
Now I'm stacking stars, I've broke it all.
Look at you, auction. Well,
Crypto's my spark, my fight, my gleam. Bull runs my pulse, living the dream.
thank you for bringing this, requesting this coin. Looks like that might maybe a nice little play for several of us.
Bull run lighting up the sky. Rising through the dark, I'm flying high. Yeah, crypto's glow, fade my soul. Bull run shines, I found my gold.
Let's see, is Joe still here? Is he going? Did he mention if he's going to go live tonight? Dream, 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 don't give up. I need a little more capital. Working. Even says, I'm just charging my Chinese shift. I don't know if Joe's going on or not. He usually does. He's probably getting set up right now. No problem, my man. Thank you for mentioning that coin. I haven't been keeping my eye on it. But yeah, I just opened up a little perpetual future, a small little trade on it.
My name. Candles glow, I weave it the spell. Bitcoin's mine, can't you tell? Moon so close.
It's almost tomorrow here. That is so true.
Pump it, Bitcoin, pump it, kiss the moon, pump it, pump it, oh, pump it, smooth, pump it, smooth, pump it, Bitcoin, pump it, feel my groove, pump it.
There's Bulls on Parade. How's it going? There we go. There's Joe. All right, I'm going to close up shop, wrap this stuff down. Probably take me a few minutes to get over there, Joe, but I'll be seeing you guys over there. Where's my little dog that waves bye-bye? I got distracted by the girl and her little boosty, her little support problem. Good night, everybody.